an audio-only recording of an exercise session for Vision of Adventure. This recording is supported by Disability Rights UK, a fitness and body conditioning session led by Paddy Finn. Please note that you need some weights for this session. These can be as simple as 2 tin cans or 2 water-filled bottles.
So first thing is we're going to do some arm swings. So let's just double arms, and you can either go backwards or forwards, whatever you like. So we're going to do about 20 one way, then 20 the other. So we're going to warm those shoulders up. And I'm at about 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, and go the other way. Or change your arms, whichever you prefer. Oh. Yes, I did my gym session today. My shoulders are tired, so this is hurting already. Dave, I've entered the Lakesman.
All right.
Yeah.
The what?
So, okay, I'll just stop there. Okay, so we're now going to go to, we didn't do jogging last time, crikey. Okay, let's just do a little bit of jogging just for 30 seconds, just on your toes. Yes. Let's warm those legs up. Yeah, I thought I needed to, as the heart seems to be behaving itself, I thought I needed to set myself a goal. So I thought I'll do the Lakesman. So that will be a challenge.
What distance is it?
It's Ironman distance.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So it's going to be, okay, and stop there. But it will be very, very steady. You know, it will be, there'll be no racing around. It will just be trying to keep it nice and relaxed. Okay. All right, walkouts. So walkouts, you start standing up, feet sort of hip width apart, then just let your hands go to the floor, put your hands on the floor where they need to, and then walk forward so you're in a press up position or a plank position. There we go. And from those I can see, and then push back up, walk your hands backwards, and then stand. So this is good for warming up the core and the back. So let's do that 4 more times. One, walk out, walk back, stand up. Okay, bend at the middle, walk it, hands on the floor, walk forward, walk back, and up to standing. Okay, and last time, hands down to the floor, walk forward, walk back, and stand. Okay, so we're now going to do some rotation. So this is where we put our arms out as if we're pointing, as if we've got hands on the cross, pointing away, and then just swing your whole body. So keep your feet pointing forward and swing your arms so you're twisting around your middle. Okay, nice and free, nice and relaxed. Just let those arms just flutter around. Warm up that middle bit. So a little bit for the legs, a little bit for the arms, a little bit for the middle. Couple more swings. Relax there and shake out. Okay, our first exercise is going to be squats. You can do, if you're new to squats, find a suitable chair, sofa, that you can rest your backside on as you squat down. If you're experienced and happy with weights, you can grab some weights and hold them in front of you. If you don't want to have weights, you can just use your hands to balance. So, shuffle your feet so they feel comfortably apart. So probably about shoulder width apart. Toes pointing, slightly, not straight forward, just slightly out a little bit. When we bend, we may need to go hips back. So let's try one, hips back, down to touch as far as we dare, or down to the chair, and then back up. Okay, just have a work at that. Okay, we're going to do 30 seconds. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So do them in your own time. We're only doing 30 seconds.
No, keep your back straight. You're going backward. Your back straight.
Okay. You don't have to go, only go as far as you're comfortable. So you don't have to go, some people get right down onto the heels, but we don't need to do that. Just go as far as we need to.
Oh, you're going forward now.
Okay, we've got a coach in there. So stop going forward. If you keep your chin up, so as if you're looking forward, and make sure that the hips go backwards first. One more, and stop there. Okay, cool. So shake that out a little bit. So now we need our tins. So let's grab our tins, and we're going to do chest flies. So chest flies are very simple. What we do is, there we go, stop watching. Oh, great, phone's going. Okay, we start, tins in our hands, put our hands sort of in the middle of our chest, so knuckles are sort of touching each other. And then what we're going to do is extend our arms out so they go out straight out either side. That's it. So, and then back in and back out. Okay, let's get the elbows up. Okay, so elbows high, and we're going to go for 30 seconds. Off we go. So in your own time, so go as fast as you like. Okay, Steve.
Yes.
So put the have your knuckles facing forward. The rest of you carry on. Knuckles facing forward, but your elbows high. So your elbows are pointing out to the side, Steve. And then the tins are going out wide. Yeah, that's it. And back in and out again. And if you get those elbows a bit higher. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Well, I think we've got that. Okay. Next one, bicep curls. Bicep curls. Our tins are all right weights. They start down by our hips, but they're in our hands and our arms are straight. And what we're trying to do is keep our elbows close to our ribs. They don't have to be locked into the ribs, but close to the ribs. And then we're going to bend at the elbow so the tins come from the hips to the shoulders. Okay, hips to the shoulders. So the only thing that's bending is the elbow. And we've got 30 seconds. You do as many or as few as you like. Starting now. Okay. Yeah, that's looking good from the people I can see. Fantastic. Okay, another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Yeah. Okay. And then the next exercise. Oh, the tricep extension. We'll like this. So tricep extension. So get your weight or your tin, put it in your right hand, and just have your hand by your side. Step forward with your left leg. Step forward with your left leg and put your left forearm on your left knee. So you're leaning forward. Okay. So we've now got our right arm, which is straight down our body. So our elbows by our hips, our hand by our ribs, sorry, elbow by ribs, hand is near your hip. Then what we do here is bend the elbow so the tin comes up to the shoulder, and then straighten out the arm again. So the elbow, the upper arm stays where it is, and the lower arm goes up and down.
No.
Okay, so we're leaning forward, straight out. Okay, let's have a look.
Paddy, I'm lost.
You're all right with that.
Right, who's that?
Monica.
Monica, okay. Can you turn side on for me, Monica? Okay, that's it. Right, so you're going to step forward with your left leg.
That's a good idea.
Put your left elbow on your left forearm on that left knee. Okay, straighten your right arm.
That's it.
Right, now have your right wrist next to your hip. That's it. Okay, now bend at the elbow only, up to your shoulder, and then straighten out again. There you go. That's the movement.
Okay.
Okay. Steve, I think that's right. I just can't see how your hand is. Okay, as long as your knuckles are on top. Okay, right, we're going to switch over now because that's enough of that on that arm. So same thing again. So it's going to be right foot forward, right forearm is on the right knee. Arm is straight down the body, so our wrist is next to our hip. So we bend at the elbow, so the tin comes up to the shoulder and then straighten out and back. Straight and up to the shoulder and straighten.
No, you
We've
follow.
got another 20 seconds.
No, you do it bottom bit. No. Right. This arm stays there and that bit moves.
Yeah.
But you don't move that one.
And 5, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Right, so we're on the floor. So keep your weights nearby. So for this one, you will be lying on your back.
You didn't need them to.
With your feet on the floor, knees bent, and then place your hands on your thighs. Relax your head and neck, and you're going to slide your hands up your thighs so your hands go up to your knees or past your knees if you can. And so this should be you should be working your lower abdomen. Okay, so just try that. Try a couple of those. Ooh, so slide up, but bring your shoulders and your back off the floor. So it's not just moving the hands, so we've got to get the shoulders up. That's it. So you may find that you can get your hands past your knees or almost to your wrists. Okay, so we're going to go 30 seconds. Ready, go. There we go. That's it. Back and shoulders off the floor. So should be able to feel the tension in your lower abdomen. So that's 15 seconds. And that's 20 seconds. And 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Next one is the glute bridge. So the glute bridge, we're in a line in that same position. We keep one knee bent and foot on the floor, and then if you take your right leg and straighten it so it's off the floor, and then put your hands on the floor either side, so your hands are either side of your hips, and you're going to push with the bent knee, the bent leg, so that your hips come off the floor and go towards the ceiling. Okay, and down. Okay, so Steve Hodges, you need to lie on the floor, so your back's on the floor. That's it. Okay, and push from there. Okay, so it's coming from, so you should be hinging almost on your shoulders. And I'm going to give you, now you've had a little play at that, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So really push those, it's pushing the hips. It's not swinging the leg. Steve Cooper, if you just keep that right leg off the floor all the time.
Yeah.
And then the muscles that you're using are your glutes, which is your backside muscles. You should be able, you can actually poke them to see if they're working. 5 seconds. Good. 2, 1, and stop there. So switch legs. I think it's a really good check just to poke your backside, your glutes, to see if they're working on this one. Okay, so it's on 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's the other leg now. Monica, get that left foot off the floor. There you go. And it's not a race. It's not how many you can do, but just do them well. Okay, that's 20 seconds gone. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. So next exercise is lat pullovers. It's called lat pullovers because the lat is short for latissimus dorsi, which is the big muscles around underneath your shoulder blades. Okay, so for this one, you'll need your weights or your tins. And you are lying flat on the floor.
2 tins.
Arms stretched above your head. Straight.
2 tins.
So your tins or your weights in your hands. You lie flat on the floor. Arms out straight above your head. So your the back of your hands are on the floor. Above your head, Monica, the other way. Keep going, keep going. There you go. Right, okay, get comfy. Right, okay, so the movement is keeping your arms straight, pull those weights or tins over your head and down to your hips. And then return. Okay, so that's the movement. Right, we're going to do 30 seconds of that. Really good for any swimmers we've got out there. If I can get my stopwatch to work. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. So if you've got heavy weights, do nice and slowly. If you've got tins, you can probably go a bit faster. So this is going to work your latissimus dorsi, which is the big muscles underneath your shoulder blades, but also all the muscles around your shoulder. You may find you're working your forearms a little bit as well. 5 seconds. And 3, and 2, and 1, and stop there. Okay. Hang on. Oh, right. I've suddenly realised, looking at this, that we haven't done any planks.
We didn't have any in this one.
Well, we've got plenty of time, so I think we better put a couple in. Right.
Right,
Yeah.
Touching one shoulder.
Sorry, Jenny.
We did touching one shoulder.
Well, I'm going to give you some options here. Okay, so plank. Do you want to just get in a plank position? So if you know what a plank position is. Right. So some people do it on their elbows and some people do it on their hands. And I don't mind which you do. So it's toes on the floor, body straight, and then you just hold that position. And the key thing here is putting a bit of tension in your glutes, that's your bum muscles, and in your core. Okay. If you want to do tapping your shoulder, as Jenny suggests, that is fine, but that's quite advanced. But if you feel strong enough, it's just a matter of taking one hand off and tapping the opposite shoulder.
we did that last week. We did the shoulder tap last week.
Did you do shoulder tap last week? I've got the wrong sheet.
No, we were led down last week and we were doing sort of sit-ups, but we were having to go across and.
We did shoulder tap.
Yeah, I've got the wrong. I'm going to go and get the other sheet for the. This is the easy version. Okay, so we'll do shoulder tap.
I'm good with the easy version.
Yeah, you can go with the easy version. So we're going to do 20 seconds because I don't know how much you've done recently. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Assume the position.
What are we doing?
Off you go.
Leslie, what are we doing?
Oh, because it's the way up.
Okay, Steve, you should be on your front, not on your back. The plank position is like a press-up position.
Oh,
And hop, that's it. You've got it. So hips slightly higher, and you're laughing. And stop there.
Good.
And relax. Okay. So we'll do that wonderful. Oh, we did the heel tap, didn't we?
Yeah.
Tap. Right, it is. It's the other. I've picked the wrong sheet up. Right. Okay. Heel tap. So, well reminded. You're going to hate me for this. Right. Lie on your back with your knees bent. Feet on the floor for now. Hands down by your sides. Okay. So take your feet slightly off the floor, not very far at all, just off the floor. Take your arms off the floor and then reach to touch. So I'm going to reach with your right hand to touch your right heel, come back, then touch your left heel with your left hand. So you're going sort of a sideways motion, shoulders off the floor if you can. So don't scuffle along the floor, shoulder blades off the floor, and we're going to do that for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Okay, so that's halfway. If it hurts a lot, you can always have a rest. Depends how much core work you've done recently. And stop there. Oh, yeah, it does hurt. Right, then the last one was the crunches with going from right elbow to left knee.
Yeah.
So that is lying on the floor, feet off the floor, knees bent, feet off the floor, fingertips behind your ears, and then sit up and touch your left knee with your right elbow down, and then right knee with your left elbow, and off you go. So 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
Opposite one.
Opposite ones, if you can. If you can just, I don't know how much you've done. If you haven't done much, it may be just getting up, just doing a little bit of a crunch. If you haven't done many for a while.
Keep it going.
And it's like there's some rolling around going on. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Right. Okay, I think that's enough core. So we're going to do a little bit of back extension. So next exercise, roll over onto your front. This is relatively easy. And what we're doing is working the different muscles. So we've done a bit on the core, so we're going to do a bit on the back. So be gentle unless you know you've done loads of these and you're quite happy to be quite aggressive. So you lie on the floor. So chest is on the floor, feet are on the floor, hands by your sides. Then you're going to raise with, you're not throwing your head back, so keep your chin tucked in. Just trying to raise your shoulders and a little bit of your chest off the floor, and then back to the floor and down again. If you've done it loads, you might want to use your feet as well, but let's start gently, and we're going to go for 30 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. But gently, if it starts to hurt, stop. Or if you're going, so if you get to a point where that's hurting, then don't go that far anymore. Okay, so that's 15 seconds. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, little bit of a pause. Give me 1 moment or minute, and I will go and find the real. Because I think we did some lunges, split lunges. I'm going to go and find.
We did press ups as well, Paddy, last week.
Sorry?
We did press ups last week as well.
We did press ups and split lunges, so I'm going to go and get the other sheet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Righty. Okay. Fantastic. It's all right. We've got time. Right. So we're going back to the start. So we're going to start with squats. So a weight if you want one. Find a chair if you need one, or something to help you. So shout out if you're not sure. It always takes 2 or 3 weeks to get everything settled in. So squats for 30 seconds. remember, hips back first. Keep your face pointing forward. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Your time. Go as low as you feel comfortable and go as fast as you feel comfortable. So I've got a whole range of responses, but they're all good. Keep pushing those hips back each time. That's the most important thing. 5 seconds. And that's 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Okay, cool. Alrighty, chest flies. So this is where we start with our weights or our tins in the middle of our chest and our sternum, and then our arms go out to the side, almost pretty straight. So our hands are horizontal. Our arms are horizontal when they're out straight. Okay, so that get those elbows quite high. 3. Oh, are we ready? So I know you'll all be thinking I need to get some heavier weights. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Okay, Steve. Steve Cooper, put your hands in the middle of your chest. Okay, elbows high, and then arms out straight. That's what we're doing. And back. Out straight and back. Right, I can only see your waist, but that looks better. Okay. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Next, bicep curl. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're still standing, knees quite soft. Start with our weights or our tins next to our thighs. Arms are straight down by our sides. And this is where we are only bending at the elbows, and our weights or our tins go from our hips up to our shoulders. Okay, so we're working the biceps, which is the muscle in the front of the arm. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, we got this one. I think we got this one. You can do singly or double, it's up to you. And if you are thinking of getting heavier weights, because these are really light, then you can, with your empty 2 litre milk bottles, you can just fill them up with water, and that gives you 2 kilograms as opposed to 500 grams, which is a tin. And stop there. Right, easy peasy that one. That looked good. So tricep extension. So this is the one that some of us find a little challenging, but I'll talk you through it. So it's left foot, a weight in your right hand, left foot step forward, left forearm on your left knee. So you're sort of leaning at an angle. Start with your arm straight. So your right arm is straight down your body. So your weight or your tin is sort of past your hip, near your backside somewhere. And the only thing that's going to bend is your elbow. You bend at the elbow to bring the weight to your shoulder and then straighten that arm out. Okay, are you ready? Off you go. That's it, Bruce. Yeah, you've got it right. Okay. Good. So it should be the muscle on the back of your arm this time. The bicep curl is the muscle on the front, and this is the muscle on the back. So you'll be thinking, I need a heavier weight, I'm sure, because you're all looking pretty fluid at the minute. Okay, let's work the tricep. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. So now we're going to swap around. So other leg forward, other right, weight in the other hand. So same, right, you seem to enjoy this. So same movement. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So keep that elbow into the near the ribs. And keep straightening that arm out. So make sure that arm is fully straightened when you're bringing the weight. So we get some tension in that muscle. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, good. Right. Split lunges. We didn't do these last time, but we'll do them this time. Okay, split lunges. And you can do these with your weights. So you take a step forward on I'll talk it through. Step forward with your right foot. So it's not a huge stride. And what we're doing here is we don't want to go forward, we want to go down. So in my case, I've got my right foot forward, so my left knee is going towards the floor. So I'm going down to the floor. So I've got tension in that right top of that right leg, and then I push and press up. So my left knee goes to the floor. I don't throw myself forward. So we go down and then push up. Okay, so down and then push up. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So it's bottom knee. So you go as far as you're comfortable. So you don't have to go to the floor. If you want to go to the floor, that's great if you feel it, but you go where it feels okay. You're right there, Liz. You've had a wander. You've wandered off.
Yeah, I'm just getting a drink.
Is that dog? I'll wait. Right.
Sorry.
Getting a drink.
Okay.
5 seconds. 2, 1, and stop there. Right. So we're now going to switch over. So other foot. Swap legs. So if your right foot was forward, it's now left foot. If your left foot was forward, it's now right foot. So same thing again. The focus is on going down, not forward. Okay, in a controlled manner. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. As far as you feel comfortable. We're a no injury situation here, and that's 15 seconds. And 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, cool. Okay, so that is all our standing up exercises. Right. Okay, so we're now going on to floor exercises. So let's start with the one we missed out last time, which is our lovely press-ups. Okay, press-ups. Remember, you can do press-ups on your knees, if you're happy with that. But if you are doing on your knees, you don't want your knees directly under your hips. You want almost your body leaning slightly forward. So there's weight on your arms. You can then go, or you can go onto your toes. Or if you're feeling really ambitious, you can raise your feet so they're on a chair or a sofa or something. But up to you. Yeah, let's start with the straight press up. Okay. And 3, 2, 1, off we go. That's looking good. Okay, so it's bend at the arms, the rest of the body is nice and straight. So see if you can get your sort of nose to the floor as close as possible. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Right, good. So that's our press-ups. So now we're going on to sit-up, our core work, where we have a core work triple. You'll like this. Okay, so first one, lying on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Hands on your thighs. Okay, and then you're going to slide up, try and get your shoulders off the floor as far as you can. Push your hands as far past your knees as possible. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Okay, that's 10 seconds. Dave, if you keep your feet on the floor, then you don't get the momentum. Okay, from there, that's it. Right, now push your hands past your knees. Yeah, put your hands on your thighs and just slide them up your thighs. 2, 1, and stop there. When I did this, when I first started doing this, I could just about get my fingertips to my knees. And I was like, oh my word. And it's better now, but it just takes a bit of time. Okay, so we try not to make it easy. Right, heel tap. And I know you really like this one. Oh, a chorus of approval. Thank you. Right, okay. So heel tap. Feet slightly off the floor if you can. If you can't, we'll put them on the floor. And then you're going to reach for your right heel with your right hand and your left heel with your left hand. Alternately, keeping your, as much as your, you have to take your shoulders slightly off the floor because otherwise you can't move. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. Good. Well done. It's over halfway. This is not a good one if you've just eaten. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of a pause before we go for crunchies. So this is where we do our little sit up and we're trying to get our right elbow to touch our left knee. And then when we go down, and then we're trying to get our left elbow to touch our right knee. Sometimes if you have a cycling motion, so your legs, if you get in time with your knees, so your knees are going backwards and forwards as you come up and down, that sometimes helps. So you get a bit of a momentum. Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good. Well done, guys. I don't care how many you do, just try and make them good quality. And if you have to take a rest, that's fine. Take a rest and keep it good quality rather than just carrying on. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and stop there. Well done. Okay. So now we're on glute bridge. Okay, so that's glute bridge. That's one leg bent with the foot flat on the floor and then the other leg straight. So if your left knee is bent and your left foot is on the floor, your right leg straight. Hands either side of your hips. I'm going through it all slowly so you get a bit of recovery time because that was quite hard doing those 3 sets of core exercises. And then you're going to push up with the foot that is flat on the floor. And you're going to do it for 30 seconds. Do it as fast or as slow as you like. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So hips to the ceiling. Good. And if you get a moment, sort of just have a poke. Are those glutes working? Are they firing? Have they gone hard because you're working them? That's halfway already. Well done. That's 20 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, let's change legs. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. Test those glutes, see if they're working. Ten seconds gone. Ten seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Good, hey, have a little rest. Now, is there any exercise that we've got a few minutes, so we could actually do a repeat of a couple of exercises?
We didn't do the arms over this, Ned.
We missed a few out, Paddy.
What have we missed out?
We missed out that one, which Jenny just said. We missed out the shoulder tap and we missed out the Superman.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going to have to find that sheet. I can't believe it. Shoulder tap.
And we missed out the back raise.
Back raises.
We did that in the first round. And
Ah.
Well, that was wrong though, wasn't it?
No, the back raise should have been
we
in
did
there.
it last week as well.
Last week.
Yeah. Okay. Shoulder tap. Well, that'll take us up to time. That'll take us up. Right, shoulder tap. So, get in the press up position. I don't know why I'm doing it, because you're doing it. Right, press up position. So, get on your toes. You don't need to be on your knees for this because you won't get a lot of benefit. Okay, so very easily. Right hand comes up, touches left shoulder, goes back down. Left hand comes up, touches right shoulder, goes back down. Good for stability, good for core, and good for upper body strength. If you need to take a rest, take a rest. Let's have
Are you in a plank position?
You're in a plank position, yeah. So you're in a plank, yeah, sort of press up position, plank position. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, Steve, you don't have to, Steve Cooper, you don't have to do the press up. You just hold that up at that position at the top. So that position, right, and now tap one shoulder, then tap the other. That's it, you got it.
That's a bit easier.
That's a lot easier. You're keen. 5 seconds to go. 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Superman. Superman, I think we'll hold Superman for 20 seconds because 30 seconds is a long time to hold it. Okay, so Superman, you're on your hands and knees. So hands and knees directly under your hips, hands directly under your shoulder. So start off, we'll start with right hand out pointing forward, then left leg off the floor pointing backwards. So we've got our left hand and right knee on the floor, but our right hand's off the floor, pointing away from us, pointing forward, and our left leg is off the floor. And we're going to hold that for 20 seconds. Off we go. And what I'd like you to do is think about putting some tension through your glutes, your backside, and your hips, and hold that balance. So get the foot as high as you are comfortable. If you have a wobble and fall over, that's fine. Then just reset. But you've only got 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay. Have a little shake out, and we can do the other side. All right. So this time it's right hand on the floor, left arm is pointing forward, right leg is pointing back, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So think about that lower core, think about those glutes, bit of tension. Not so it cramps, but just a little bit of tension. That's 10 seconds already. 5 to go. And stop there. There we go. Okay, and last one, back raise. Okay, good job. Somebody knows what's going on here. It's not me today. Okay, so you lie on the floor on your chest, hands by your sides, and then you're just going to lift up your shoulders and chest off the floor. And we're going to do it nice and gently for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
2 o'clock.
Gently. No strains, no damage.
Yeah, probably the earliest I can get it to it will be Friday. Unless I get a bite with Stuart on the way up.
So that's 20 seconds gone. And it's okay to take a rest on this one if it.
That's right. Sorry.
3, 2, 1, and stop there. Beautiful. Right, is there anything else I've missed?
Well, we didn't do a second round of, Jenny pointed it out earlier, we didn't do a second round of this one.
That's
Oh, God.
Yeah, arms over the head.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Come on, me.
I'm going, hang on.
Tricep thingy.
The lat pullovers.
Yes.
Yeah, I was so keen trying to get the other things in. We'll do lat pullovers then. Because we've got time.
Just done them.
Oh, well, you're a smarty. Right, everybody else?
No, I was getting it out of the way.
Doesn't count if nobody else is doing them, Bruce. Do them again.
Bruce, you can do 2 lots.
Oh, God.
Okay, lat pullovers. Oh, my sheet of paper is now a total mess. I can't read anything. Right, okay, lie on the floor. Arms stretched over your head, above your head, on the floor. Ah, Monica's going, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, right. If you've got some weights, that's really good. Okay, and then arms come straight over and then down to your hips and then back. And we'll do that for 30 seconds. And then this is definitely the last one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I hope this one's not been recorded because I'm going to ask Dave to delete it. This is a audience participation and suggestion set of exercises. 15
This
seconds
is for
time.
dress rehearsal. Last week we had the run through. This is a dress rehearsal. The recording happens next week.
But I've got the wrong script. I've got the abridged version.
Yeah.
3 seconds. 2, 1, and stop there. Hooray! Done. I can't believe I was just thinking, yeah, I've got my sheet of paper. I'm all good. It's 20 to 6, loads of time. And I got the wrong sheet of paper. Right. I will redo that sheet of paper. So, some stretches. You can do either, you can do your own stretches or you can just follow what I'm doing. So we're going to start. I will start with standing up. Interlock your fingers in front of you, so your palms are facing up, and then turn your palm. So once they're interlocked, turn your palms so they're facing down, and then just raise your arms above your head, and then push your arms back as you feel fit. Some of you are very flexible, a bit more flexible than me, that's for sure. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so this time, hands behind your back. Interlock the fingers with your palms facing upwards. Then turn your hands so your palms are now facing the wall behind you, facing away. And then you can then pull, bring your arms up, your hands up, your back as far as you can. And mine won't go up very far. But people who are quite supple and bendy, you can sort of bend over and bring your arms over. But if you just want to stretch them a little bit, that's good. Okay, and relax and shake those out. All right, next, take your right arm. Point your right arm directly in front of you, as if you, so straight at the wall in front of you. Take your left hand, put it just above your elbow, and then pull that arm across your body. So it's pointing now, my right arm is now pointing leftwards. And I'm trying to stretch out my shoulder here. Muscles around my shoulder. 3, 2, 1. And let it go down gently and relax. Okay, this time, left arm straight out. Right hand comes just above the elbow, pulls that arm round, nice and gently. Might clunk a little bit, mine's clunking. Okay, and so my left hand is now pointing sort of to the right, to the wall on my right. And we hold. 2, 1. Okay, and relax and shake it out. Now we're going to stretch our hamstrings. On this one, we want to be quite relatively floppy, so we don't lock our knees out. Knees are just a little bit soft in the knees, and we're going to bend from the waist, gently, gently, gently. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. So we're sort of, we can let our hands dangle down towards the floor. You can touch the floor, great. If you can't touch the floor, doesn't matter. Don't lock the knees out. We can keep a little bend in those knees. If you want to put a bit of movement into it, take hold of your elbows, your opposite elbows, these in the hand, and then just rock from side to side, nice and gently. Stolen from yoga, this one, but it's good. It works. Very wrong. Good for your back as well, this one. Okay. Gently up. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, quad stretch. So you may want to find something to lean on, like a wall or a chair. So I'm going to stand on my left foot, put my left hand on something to balance, take hold of my right foot, keep my two knees together, so my thighs are together, and then I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on that foot, so to stretch out that quadricep, that's the muscles on the front of my leg. If it's not happening, then you can push your hips forward a little bit, and that may, oh yes, push your hips forward a little bit, keep that heel into your backside. Try and keep those legs parallel. Okay, and relax. And it all depends on how flexible you are and what you've been doing. I always find after a bike ride, they're always tight. Okay, we're going to swap legs. So this time it's left foot in the left hand. Legs are side by side together, knees together, and pull that foot into my buttocks, to my glutes. Maybe if I'm feeling brave, push my hips forward to get a bit more stretch. Three, two, one, now relax. Okay, oh look at that, 7 o'clock, all but 30 seconds. Right, good day. Well, thank you very much for your help, so I could stagger through that session. I think that next week, if I get the order right, I get the proper sheet, we could probably do 3 sets there, because we know what we're doing now. That would be my target. It's either we do 3 sets or we do longer on each exercise, but I'd rather start with 3 sets if we can. Okay, we all happy?
Yeah.
Yes, thanks.
Yes, thanks, Paddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you for your understanding and your help. And like I say, I'll rewrite my sheet. And next week, it will be a bit smoother, we hope. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks a lot. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care.